You're about to graduate. If you had to go back and give that Naval advice, you're already hooked on reading, so that seems to be covered. What advice would you give yourself?
Yeah, it's funny. I actually did this exercise recently where I sat down and I didn't write it because it was in my head, but I did spend some time thinking about what is the advice I would give my 30-year-old self. And the advice was along the lines of chill out, don't stress so much, not so much anxiety, everything will be fine, and be more yourself. Don't try and do what you think society wants or needs. Don't try and live up to other people's expectations. Self-actualize, say no to more things, protect your time because it's very precious. On your dying day, you will give everything you have for another day. Yep. So the discount rate, the marginal value of that extra day just goes up as you get older. So the advice was all along those lines. It was basically be yourself. Don't listen to other people. Don't worry about what other people need or want or think or expect from you. Mm-hmm. And then I said, well, what would my 30-year-old self have said to my 20-year-old self? And it turned out to be pretty much the exact same thing. And what would my 20-year-old self have said to my 10-year-old self? Pretty much the exact same thing. So I think my 50-year-old self is going to say, chill out, relax, don't stress so much, live in the moment. It'll all be all right. Less fear, more love. And love people more. Love is one of those weird things. Like everyone wants to be loved. Everyone deeply needs to be loved. It's not something you can buy. No amount of money or power will bring you true, unconditional love. But it turns out you can give love. It's free to give. So you can't necessarily get it. But if you can get in the mindset of, well, I'm just going to give it, eventually, on a long enough time scale, you get what you deserve. The universe kind of sends it back your way.
Yeah. Well, not only that, it's like if you don't know how to make yourself happy, try to make someone else happy. And that is sort of as you said, kind of a recursive function. And now I'm using vocab I shouldn't, but it's a virtuous cycle.
Charlie Munger, who's Warren Buffett's partner at Berkshire Hathaway, and just a brilliant older gentleman, his speeches are collected in Poor Charlie's Almanac and they're worth reading. But he was asked at one of the Berkshire Hathaway annual meetings, someone basically asked him on the lines of like, how do I find a worthy mate? And he said, be worthy of a worthy mate. Yeah. And I think that's absolutely right. You just work on yourself until you no longer need them, and then they appear. I think that's what there's a Zen saying that says, when the student is ready, the master appears. What that basically means is you have to work on yourself and be ready, and then good things will happen to you.